And welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where this afternoon we have a doubleheader for you. First with the women, the number 4 ranked Lady Cardinals, 19-1 overall, 8-0 in conference, taking on Bossier Parish. Bossier Parish coming in at 3-16 and 1-7. I'm Benny Rogers, and I'm joined by Tim Howard, our buddy and our good friend of the Cardinal Sports Network. And before I bring Tim in, on paper, Tim, this game seems like a mismatch, but we know these games are not played on paper.
No, exactly right, and we know that, sometimes the Cardinals, the Lady Cardinals, it's all about what they do. But Bossier's going to come in after losing 2 games against Trinity Valley last year. Say, hey, let's try to improve on that. Let's start with a quick start and not find ourselves trying to dig ourselves out, if you will.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Precious Ivy in her first year as interim head coach for the Lady Cardinals, now in her 5th game, Lady Cardinals are 4-0 under Coach Ivy. She said that the key this week and the goal for today's game, I should say, is to get off to a fast start. Because Lady Cardinals have gotten off to slow starts and then came surging back in the second half for many of their wins this year, but they want to set the tone and the tempo early and get off to a great start.
And think about that. I mean, they're averaging 84.5 per game,
right?
And that's a lot of those are on slow starts. So if they can get off to that laser-focused start, that's really going to improve things.
Because the thing about those slow starts are you can get away with them for so long, but at some point you're going to leave yourself too much of a gap to make up late in the game and not be able to do it. Now, against Tyler in the big win Wednesday night over in Tyler, Lady Cardinals winning 74-70. They were down 11 with 7 minutes to go in the game and came surging back with a 15-0 run and then held on at the end to hang on to get the win.
Two great programs there, and what a win on the road in Tyler last week. So
it really was, but it's all about today. It's all about this closes out the first round of conference play. The Lady Cardinals have next week, Wednesday off, so they get a full week to get ready for a game here next Saturday against Jacksonville, which we will have for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. But the Lady Cardinals are definitely wanting to get off to a good start today. That's what I think we need to watch. We need to get off to that good start. They need to get off to that good start and set the tone and go on and take care of business.
As far as what setting that tone looks like, who are the players that have just bounced off the page to you as, folks looking through their program and they're anticipating seeing, who's going to have that big day?
Well, of course, the Lady Cardinal attack centers around Nunu Dean, Cortesia Dean, and she's an All-American last year. As a freshman, will be an All-American again this year, barring something crazy happening the last half of the season. But there's some different pieces to this Lady Cardinal team that we haven't seen in the past. There's actually some size. There's a lot of talent, but there's a lot of size. He starts with 6'5", Tayana Jackson out of East Chicago, Indiana, and she's just a freshman, and she's averaging 14 points a game, 14 rebounds a game, 3 block shots a game.
And you mentioned freshman,
absolutely a freshman.
So that game's going to start to slow down a little more for her as she gets more.
And it's
beginning
to do that too. And also, Asia Strong's been a very strong performer. Also out of Indiana, out of South Bend, Indiana. She's a transfer from Bradley University. She's 6'2", and she's averaging 15 points a game and 8 rebounds a game. So she's been very solid. And then the defensive specialist on this team is Kay Clark, number 15. I just love the way she plays, the motor she has, the energy she brings to the floor, and she really is the one who sets the tempo for the defensive effort.
Absolutely, and it kind of goes hand in hand. You get that good defense going, you get a good stop on one end and get easy points on the other if you play your cards right.
Well, and that's what they had to do against Tyler the other night. When you're down 11 points with 7 minutes to go, you've got a little margin for error, and then they used every bit of that rope to pull out that win.
Absolutely, and those are the kind of wins that later on in the season, when you've seen that, hey, we've been down, we got to battle back. It's in your DNA. You've already done that, and so you have that opportunity to flex a little muscle and say a little memory muscle, if you will.
And the great thing about the Tyler win is now everybody's chasing you.
Yeah.
Tyler's got to make up that ground. If Tyler stumbles somewhere along the way and they know it, now suddenly they're just down 2 games to Lady Cardinals. Sure. They're really down 3 games because in a tie, Lady Cardinals would have the tiebreaker.
Those are big things that give you a lot of a lot of reason to be optimistic, but as we started this conversation, it's all about today. Keep your focus, keep your intensity, and take care of business here.
Oh, absolutely, because the rest of the league is going to be looking to see how the Lady Cardinals play. Do they come out and put their foot down and really take care of business against Bossier Parish, or do they struggle? And if they struggle, that's a bad indicator.
Right.
Now this team's talented. Let's don't kid ourselves. This team's talented. It's going to has a very good chance of winning the league, winning the regions, and possibly going on to the national tournament and being very successful. But while I always say that style points don't count once you get to a point in the season, I'd like to see some good style points today after coming off of such an emotional and a big win Wednesday night.
It's almost like if you're not careful, you'll have that letdown. So that's a mark. I agree. I think it's very important that you come out and have that intensity and show that you are moving forward. You're not living on past experiences of last Wednesday night.
Lady Cardinals come in averaging 84.5 points a game in the league, giving up just 52.1, which is best in the league by far. Bossier Parish comes in averaging 64.5 points a game, but is giving up 81.5 points a game. As I mentioned, Bossier Parish is 3-16 overall, 1-6 in conference. The Lady Cardinals are 19-1 overall and 8-0 in conference and leading the league. And we'll take a look at those conference standings now and show the folks watching at home how the league is shaping up right now, I should say. And you see the Lady Cardinals with a game-and-a-half lead over Tyler, because Tyler had a game that was canceled that will be made up Wednesday night before the Cardinals actually play TJC on Wednesday. This game, TJC and Panola will make up that game if they had to have it rescheduled prior to the Cardinal game.
Got a log jam there after TJC and that Trinity Valley in the top two, that 5-3, 4-4, 4-4. I mean, we talk about it seemed like every year about, how the league can just take care of each other on any given night, and so that's a huge start to the conference play. Getting through that first half unscathed if you can take care of business today.
Today, exactly. And we'll take a look at today's conference schedule and look what's on tap. Angelina Panola, Paris Blinn, Jacksonville Kilgore, and then TJC's at Coastal Bend making the long trip today. So, and then Wednesday there'll be only one game because that's an open date for the league. But Panola and Tyler will make up that game that couldn't be played when there was a leak at Wagstaff Gym a couple of weeks ago.
So I'm ready to get this thing rolling, man. I'm ready for some Lady Cardinal basketball.
Well, Tim, a lot of stuff happened with you now. You're now at KTBB over in Tyler now since we last spoke.
Yeah, it's been an interesting transition. I love it. Getting to work. We talk about Bill over at the team, KTBB. It's the same company. We're not technically on the same station, but we do a lot of work together, and he's a class act, so I'm enjoying getting to be around him. And thank you guys for keeping this partnership alive. I certainly love Trinity Valley. Got a lot of respect.
You're certainly a big part of our team. We're glad to have you, that it's worked out that you can stay with us and everything, because
I was worried because I don't know if our listeners will recall, but last year, by the end of the year, my chair was not even at the scorer's table. I thought they were trying to subtly move me out of the hallway. Here, just look at this monitor.
Well, and today they've got you in my lap, so I don't know what it all means. I don't know.
Oh man, we're looking forward to another great season of Cardinal basketball, Lady Cardinals and Trinity Valley men coming up afterwards here today. So looking forward to that.
Absolutely. We're about a minute away from the start of the pregame festivities here, and we'll get this game underway. And
crowd's starting to fill in nicely. I mean, I know it's a beautiful day in East Texas, so there's a lot of opportunities to get out and enjoy, something besides basketball. But it'll come around,
Oh, it will. And the thing about it, of course, classes started back this week, so our students are back on campus. And a lot of them have gone home for the weekend, granted. But the great thing about it is I think folks appreciate what they've seen from the Cardinals and Lady Cardinals this season. They're going to come out and support us for sure.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you. They're ready to see some Cardinal basketball. Hey, gentlemen, ma'am.
Tom Sharon will be on the mic today for the Cardinals on the PA for the folks here at Cardinal Gym. So he will have our pregame announcements and introduction of the national anthem and the starting lineups. And then we will have Region 14 Conference basketball coming from you today. And today starts our 12th season of Cardinal and Lady Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network. Something we're very proud of. We're kind of the pace setter. We were the first to do it, and others are doing it now, thankfully, because it makes the league better, and you can watch games that are on the road.
Absolutely.
But we're very excited that this is our 12th season tipping off today for Cardinal basketball.
Fantastic. And you've been at All 12 of them, man.
It would have been at 11. The first
11.
year, I did, I was actually still at the Athens Review.
Oh, that's right.
But the next year, I joined the college and been on them for every 11 season since. And now we'll turn it over to Tom Sherrill.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leon Spencer Court at the Cardinal Gym for this afternoon's game featuring the Bossier Parish Lady Cavaliers and your Trinity Valley Lady Cardinals. The National Junior College Athletic Association, Region 14, and TVCC promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting participants and officials in a positive manner. Negative comments or actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. Trinity Valley Community College thanks you for your cooperation. At this time, we ask that all stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we have the playing of our national anthem.
The national anthem is performed by the Cardinal Regiment, and now the introduction of the starting lineups.
Our starting lineups for tonight's contest for the Lady Cavaliers. From Huntsville, Texas, number 4, Rukai Utley.
Utley's averaging 8.8 points a game.
From Barcelona, Spain, number 21, Elna Guardiola. From Pensacola, Florida, number 24, Lauren Walker. From Colfax, Louisiana, number 25, Jasmine Sanders. From Houston, Texas, number 50, Alexandria Pollard.
Pollard's averaging 10.3 points and 9.1 rebounds. The Lady Cavs were coached by Brenda Nichols in her second season. The Lady Cavs were 13-18 last year in her first season, losing twice to the Lady Cardinals, 96-62 at Bossier Parish and 97-55 here in Athens.
They had a good run that first year with her.
Asia Strong.
Asia's averaging 15.4 points and 8.8 rebounds.
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 15, Kay Clark.
Kay's averaging 11.9 points and 3.8 assists.
From Monroe, Louisiana, number 20, Curtasia Dean.
Nunu's averaging 18.4 points, 5.2 rebounds, and has hit 29 three-pointers.
From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 22, Michaela Furman.
KK's averaging 6.8 points and 3.6 assists.
From East Chicago, Indiana, number 24, Diana Jackson.
Twin is averaging 10.6 points and 14.1 rebounds and 3.2 blocks per game. There you have the Lady Cardinals starting lineups. They are coached by Precious Ivies in her first year at the college, in her 5th game as interim head coach. Lady Cardinals are 3 wins from their 1,200th win in school history.
1,200. I want to make sure I heard that correct. That's a lot of wins.
1,200.
That's a lot of W's.
Just the 45th season, too.
That is impressive. You know, and I think sometimes we're guilty of letting numbers just roll right past us. 1,200. So take a step closer today, getting off to that quick start that we talked about.
Absolutely. Both teams are headed to the floor, so we're about ready to get this underway. Thank you for joining us on the Cardinal Sports Network as we begin our 12th season of basketball here at Trinity Valley Community College on the Cardinal Sports Network. Nice crowd has filled in along the way. It's starting to fill in a little bit behind us now. Going to have a nice afternoon of Region 14 Conference Women's Basketball, and we are just about underway. The ball is going to be...
Cards want to control this tip here and get a quick basket.
Tip does go to the Lady Cardinals. Quick feed down to Twin from Kay. Cardinals try to reset it and almost turn it over. KK with the save. KK lays it off to Asia Strong, and Asia Strong puts it up and in.
Good, strong move with the left hand by Asia.
Great job of the Lady Cardinals of avoiding the turnover there. Three-pointer on the way. In there. Knocked it down. Number 21, Godolia.
Nice shot. Was able to rise up and knock it down.
Nunu hands it off to Asia down low. Asia puts it up, lays it up, can't get it to fall. Rebound is controlled by the Lady Cavs, and Bossier Parish on the move. Shot down low is no good. Rebound fought far and goes out of bounds off the Lady Cardinals.
Boy, she missed that one at point blank range there. You saw a little bit of that frustration slapping her hands on the side there. Just left it short.
Utley's averaging 8.8 points coming in. Quickly inbounded, shot is up, no good. Rebound goes to KK. Lady Cardinals push the ball up the floor, out to Nunu. Nunu from close range knocks it down. Nunu.
Nicely done. Good strong take in the lanes and drops it off there to give the Lady Cards a lead.
4-3 Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals are triggered by their defensive effort, usually game in and game out. She steps on the line. A great job by Asia Strong in defending along the baseline.
Yeah, forced her on that baseline and kept her footing, kept her defensive stop there. Nice job forcing the turnover.
Asia, go to this side. 22,
Michaela Furman, better known as KK, is directing the offense for the Lady Cardinals. Great job of feeding Twin, and Twin puts it up and Twin lays it in.
Oh, it looked like she's like, am I really this wide open? That was well executed. Now I got to push away from the ball here, or a timeout. They're going to burn a timeout to try and
so we have a timeout on the floor, charged to Bossier Parish. They kind of want to reset things now, but you see what I was talking about, Twin, for a big kid, she really moves well, and you haven't seen her handle the ball yet, but she really does a great job of handling the ball.
She's got excellent feet. We already know that, as we saw there, moving away without the ball and just smooth as silk going to the glass there. So looking forward to seeing her develop over the rest of this year and next year.
I think this has been turned into a media timeout, so it'll be a longer timeout, but we'll keep it right here and let you enjoy the sights and sounds of Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Of course, next Saturday, Tim, will have another doubleheader, a split doubleheader, if you will, because the ladies will be playing Jacksonville, coached by Savannah Carter, a former Lady Cardinal who's on the 2013 National Championship team.
Right.
And then Navarro comes to town for the men's game at 4 o'clock. And the Cardinals, of course, have won 11 straight over Navarro, including the Region 14 Conference Tournament Championship game last year down in Bossier City.
Yeah, they've got a lot of great rivalries through the years between Navarro and Trinity Valley, so we'll look forward to that.
And we witnessed an all-time comeback here a few years ago when the Cardinals were down 21-0 and 28-4 and came back and won that game on a last-second shot.
I don't think the court's ever been the same after the amount of people that came out on the floor. It was a really special night.
Resuming play after the BP timeout. BP's ball underneath.
Good D by the Cards.
Cardinals turn it over on the press. Twin lays it up and Twin lays it in.
Well, that's tough on a timeout to come out and not even be able to get it inbounded. Great
Lady
D.
Cardinals have done a great job of trapping in their defense this year and also with their full court pressure. Jumper on the way, banks it in. I don't know if she called it or not, but it goes in for Alexandra.
Yeah, she called it. She called it.
Oh, Twin's not looking, and the Lady Cardinals don't turn it over because Bossier Parish got a hand. Oh, I thought Bossier Parish got a hand on that. Twin was wide open. You hear Coach Precious Ivy say, Twin, you were wide open, and she was wide open. She just wasn't looking.
She's finding empty space out there, and that's a good job by the Lady Cards looking up and getting that ball to her. Lady Cavs, I think, did catch a break there because.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on Twin. It looked like a pretty good block there. It looked like she had all ball. But nevertheless, the call is going to go against Twin.
So
Pollard Jackson.
Pollard will be going to the free throw line. She's been kind of quiet thus far, averaging 10.3 per game. Got a chance at the free throw line here.
Yeah, she's scoreless to this point. Well, I take that back. She does have 3 points now.
Oh, that's, yeah.
The scoreboard's not working tonight. Now they've got it up on the board. Now it's good to go. That's her 3rd point.
Second one on the way is good.
So it's 8-7. Lady Cardinals are early on, but they still haven't shaken the Lady Cavs just yet. Kay Clark gives it up to Asia Strong. Asia Strong turns it over, but she's going to be called for the travel, so she did turn it over. Asia's had a tendency the last 3 or 4 games to be called for about 3 traveling violations, something she's going to have to kind of get fixed as we move forward and deeper into the season.
Yeah, those are those moments that you look back on and you just want to see the improvement. Almost got a hand, or did get a hand on it, but could not knock it off pace there.
Again, you see the activity of Kay Clark down low on defense, getting a hand on the ball and forcing the held ball. The ball possession will stay with the Lady Cavs, but again, Kay Clark is always constantly playing defense. Works so hard on the defense team. Just watch her out there constantly moving. At that time, Twin got a hand on the ball.
Got a hand on it.
Forced the turnover, and the Lady Cardinals get the turnover. KK takes it all the way, lays it up, and lays it in. KK.
She saw a crease in the D, took advantage of it, then went strong to the basket and finished.
KK has really elevated her game. She was thrust into the starting role when Tanaya Jackson got hurt early on. Now, Tanaya is back, but KK has maintained that starting position, and you can see the game is starting to slow down for her. And a great job by Asia Strong of getting a hand on the ball, knocking it out of bounds, leaving the Lady Cavs 11 seconds on the shot clock. My gosh, we're just 3 minutes into the game. It seems like we've been playing for 20 minutes.
Tenacious defense, and they are making it hard. 94 feet. Up and down this floor. Good job. Almost got another one there.
Cavs get the ball in. Pollard with a strong move, lays it up. Strong grabs the rebound. Lady Cardinals on the run. KK lays it up and can't get it to fall, but draws the foul. You see KK's becoming far more confident on the drive than she was, say, 2 weeks ago.
Agree, and going back to that shot on this other end, that was Twin that forced that errant wild shot that led to a quick opportunity on the other end, so making the most of it.
Nunu posting up down low, lays it up, can't get it to fall. Great job of defending there by number 24, Lauren Walker, by the Lady Cavs. 10-7 Lady Cards, working hard. Oh, a nice move by Walker. Nice power move versus Nunu.
Yeah, Walker with a good finish there to get the basket.
So credit to Bossier Parish. They've come in and playing very strong to start this game. Asia lays it up, can't get it to fall. Rebound controlled by Pollard. Chance for the Lady Cavs to take the lead. Coming up on the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Great job by Twin of forcing the turnover.
So a break in action. Got to get a couple of new Lady Cards checking in for Trinity Valley.
You got Taya Douglas checking in, Tanaya Jackson checking in. Tanaya was the starter at point guard to start the season, but has been suffering from injuries since she's into the game. Taya Jackson, Tim, earlier this season, hit 13 three-pointers in a game to set a new Lady Card record for three-pointers in a game.
Yeah, she was on fire that night.
And she had a big game against Tyler. She hit 5 three-pointers, including 3 straight in that 15-0 run. And just like that, the Lady Cavs have now got an 11-10 lead.
Good bucket from Utley to come back and knock that down.
Nunu working down low, gives it up to Asia Strong. Asia turns it over. Lady Cardinals are struggling right now.
Got a reach, I believe, coming here against Jackson.
Tanaya thought she had a clean steal, was going to be called for contact and holding. It's going to be the second team foul against the Lady Cards. 5:43, the Cavs looking to build on an 11-10 lead as Asia Strong goes to the bench and Jane Garay checks into the game for the Lady Cards. She's been getting more playing time as of late as well.
Yeah, Garay, 5'11", freshman out of San Diego, California.
Lady Cavs up 11-10. They throw it away underneath.
Tried to go over the top there and did, but no one there to collect it.
Nobody home, and Walker almost did a great job of saving the ball, but she steps on the line and she is ruled out of bounds. So the Lady Cardinals with Jackson now running the offense need to really find some kind of rhythm offensively and not wait till the second half to get it done. Jackson lays it up, can't get it to fall, fights for the rebound, gets it. Sends it back out top to Jackson, to Douglas. Douglas for three.
Rattles out.
What's wrong now?
Ball does rattle out, but there was a whistle underneath. I'm not sure what the call was.
Been hard to get into a flow of this one. A lot of start stops in this one so far. See what the call is.
Okay. Wildcat!
I think there was an
Wildcat!
issue with the clock.
Inadvertent whistle.
It's underneath the basket. Side!
17 seconds on the shot clock.
Go, Tayo!
Douglas for three.
Oh,
Can't get it to fall. Jackson fights for the rebound.
Good
Jane
hustle.
comes up with the ball.
No.
Back out to Nunu. Nunu drives. Nunu tries to lay it up and draws the foul. She's just hard to defend once she makes her mind up that she's going.
yeah, she went strong there, and no one able to slow her down
Jane, get back!
till they had to foul her.
So we're just about halfway, we're just beyond the halfway point of the first quarter. Not really the start the Lady Cardinals were looking for. They're not in bad shape. It's just not been really smooth overall. And Nunu puts in the free throw now with 3 points in the contest, Tim.
Yeah, Nunu coming in averaging right at 19 a game. That'll give her 4 in the early part
Knocks
of
both
this
of
one.
them down. Nunu was an All-American last year as a freshman.
Come on, Tayo!
Good hands there. Oh, wow.
Backcourt violation, so the Lady Cardinals do force the turnover out of the press. I thought that Bossier Parish was about to get away with a foul there. It looked like they pushed Tanaya down.
Yeah, and that backcourt may have been, hey, I didn't really see the 100% on that foul per se, so I'm not going to give her a foul, but I do know that it looked like it could have been a foul.
Maybe a little makeup.
Maybe.
Give it to her!
Douglas pulls up to take the jumper, doesn't get it fouled. Nunu keeps the rebound alive, has it
Good
stripped.
hands.
Wildcat!
Ball's going to stay with the Lady Cardinals underneath.
Utley is playing really well for BP right now. She's doing it on both ends and got a hand down low to stop a very easy basket for the Cards. So
Lady Card basketball underneath. They get it into Asia. Asia hands it off to Tanaya. Gets it down low to Jane. Jane with a turnaround. Can't get it to fall. Asia strong battling for the rebound. It's going to be called for over the back. That's going to be the third team foul against the Lady Cardinals. That's the first on Asia.
Wow.
4:19 left in the first quarter.
yeah, it's not really the start we were talking about trying to see. They've had some good opportunities they've let slip away here in the early going. Strong move to the basket. Count that.
Nice job by number 52 just into the contest, Chastity Ross, and that gives the Lady Cavs the lead again.
Ross out of Estelle, Georgia with the bucket.
Thumbs out! This way! Go through!
Douglas for three. No good. Rebounds pulled by Ross. Chance for the Lady Cavs to build on the lead. They got a 2-on-1 break. Pull-up jumper, no good. Ball's going to go to the Lady Cards. They're going to quickly push it down the floor. Nunu for three. No good. Rebound goes to Jackson. Long rebound.
Lady Cards just ice cold right now. Got to find someone to heat it up.
Jackson for three. No good. Rebound goes to the Lady Cards. Jackson lays it up. Can't get it to fall.
Boy,
They're just chunking it up now. It's not going in.
And they had a lot of opportunities with the offensive boards there and just nothing to show for it by the time it's all said and done.
Turnover goes to the Lady Cards.
Got to capitalize.
Nunu gives it up to Jane. Jane lays it up, and Jane lays it in.
There you go. Good strong drive and a nice finish. Thought she was going to get an and one for a second.
defensive forced turnover. The ball will go to the Lady Cards as we've got fresh legs out on the floor now as KK comes back in for Tanaya. Nunu takes a breather.
And while the scoreboard's not lighting up for Trinity Valley at this point per se, the defense is making it very, very difficult even for the Lady Cavs to even set up into their offense. So that's a good sign.
That's been a constant for the Lady Cardinals. That there's been a problem at times too, turning the ball over. But a nice job of Jana getting on the floor and thought she got the block. Was going to be called for the foul. So it'll be 2 free throw attempts coming up for the Lady Cavs. Going to the free throw line will be Rojas, number 1, 5'5" sophomore.
So Rojas looked like she was going to have it. Looked pretty clean, but did get her, I guess, down low with the body. And so she'll go that line, get the first one to go.
And we are now tied at the 2:19 mark, 14-14. Lady Cardinals always have found a way to push that defensive button and trigger some offense in the second half and then pull away in some games. But it looks like that's maybe where we're headed today. Douglas gives it up to KK. Foul was called. I think KK almost turned it over, but there was a foul called.
Got her out top there. She was moving towards the basket.
That's just the third team foul now, rather, on Bossier Parish.
So Nunu coming back into this contest here. Got 4 points in the early going. Got a quick breather for her.
Asia Strong with a power move, lays it up, lays it in.
6'2", and taking it strong to the basket out of South Bend, Indiana.
4 points now for Asia. Lady Cardinals are up on their toes defensively. It's going to be a foul call. That'll be the 15th foul. It was a shooting foul.
So that's going to put Pollard back at the free throw line.
That foul's going to be charged against Kay Clark. That's her first. Going to the free throw line is going to be number 50, Pollard. Has a chance to tie it if she knocks both of these down and she gets the first one to go.
It's her 5th point in the contest here in the opening period of play.
She is the leader for the players on the floor for the Lady Cavs. Now that one comes in and out, but the rebound is controlled by number 4, but she loses it out of bounds. The Lady Cardinals tap it out of bounds, so that's a break for the Bossier Parish as the Lady Cardinals knock it out of bounds.
Good entry level. Can't finish though.
Well, you got to give the Lady Cavs a lot of credit. They're coming in and battling on the boards while
they definitely are. They're getting down and grinding in the paint, doing what they need to do. And we got a 1-point game here with 1:33 left in the first quarter.
And Twin checks back into the game. Lady Cards up 16-15, as Tim mentioned.
Hey, come here.
Lady Cardinals have got to find a little rhythm offensively. Lady Cards attempt to run the give and go from Nunu to Twin. Goes out of bounds off of the Lady Cavs, so the Lady Cards will inbounds underneath.
See if they can finish out this quarter strong here and get that point total up a little bit, because it's been slow coming.
They get it in. Twin tries to feed Nunu. Nunu loses control. Nunu with the move. Nunu with the jumper. Nunu can't get it to fall. Rebound is controlled and fought for by Kay Clark, but his rebound is controlled by number 4.
KK with a good hustle there, but BP, it just continues to battle here in the opening period.
You got to give BP a lot of credit. They come in here and not intimidated by being on the Lady Cards home floor. KK with the drive, lays it up, lays it in. KK.
Nice take to the hole, good strong move. KK Furman, Oklahoma City freshman.
Now has 4 points in the contest. You see there, Twin makes them change their shots. They quickly get the ball down the floor wildly. What a great job of the Lady Cardinals.
That is well done by KK Clark with the assist. Hustle down to grab and easy layup on the other end.
There's a block by Twin. Lady Cards quickly down the floor. Asia lays it up. Asia lays it in.
Just like that, they're up 7 here. Finish this quarter out strong. Can't end quick enough for the Lady Cavs, though. Almost got another steal.
Great job of breaking the Lady Cards' momentum of getting the ball down the floor and getting a bucket underneath from number 4, Utley. But you see that explosion. We've seen that all season from Lady Cards. KK for 3. And that's going to end the quarter with the Lady Cardinals up on top by a count of 22-17.
Good, strong finish there to that quarter, though. High fives all around. And, you know, you see, and you've talked about it, they are so explosive. You just want to see a little more of that consistency here and to start the second quarter of play.
And we'll step away for just a moment and let you enjoy the sights and sounds of Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. And we are back at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where the Lady Cardinals lead 22-17 after the first quarter, finding a little bit of energy and explosion there in that final minute and a half, Tim, to have some separation.
Yeah, that was a nice, strong 90 seconds down the stretch there to finish that thing out. If BP doesn't hit a basket there, it could have very easily been 4 points the other way, because it was almost a steal. They got a quick
absolutely.
basket.
Shots up, no good. Rebound goes by. Boy, a lot of hammer time down low and no foul call.
No MC hammer anywhere.
Great job of Nunu giving it up to Asia along the baseline.
That's just good court awareness. Draws the defender and dishes to the baseline.
Asia now with 10 points in the contest. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound goes by Tanaya Jackson. She's darn near tackled.
Numbers.
Asia Strong takes the pass down underneath, but can't get it to fall. She's a little bit out of position there, but she does draw the foul and will shoot 2.
Ross went down on the floor on the other end, so they were going to have a potential extra opportunity, or a player slow to get up, but the foul will send her to the free throw line.
Brenda Nichols in her second year at Bossier Parish. Part of that, she served 12 seasons as head coach at Sam Houston State. So she's got some big game experience, and she probably senses now the Lady Cardinals are threatening to maybe pull away in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the telltale sign. You come in here, we've seen it so many times. Teams can have a good first half, a good first quarter, and if you're not careful, before you know it, it can get away from you. So she's definitely aware of that and going to try to answer that here in the second.
Asia misses that free throw. She's now got 11 points in the contest to lead the Lady Cardinals up 25-17.
Good move to the left.
It was a good move that time by Chastity Ross, but she can't get it to fall. The Lady Cardinals quickly on the attack. Taya Jackson lays it up, but can't get it to fall.
Well, Jackson almost made them pay. They were lightning down the floor, but they don't finish.
Another block by Twin.
She's something, isn't she?
She's got 3 in the game. Kay Clark gives it up down low to Twin. Twin gives it up inside to Asia Strong. Asia Strong lays it up. Can't get it to fall. My goodness, why didn't that go down?
Some point, the lid's coming off the backboard, the basket. You get the feeling that the Cards are ready to explode here, but just can't get it to fall.
Still defending, though. That's going to be a turnover forced by Twin. The big 6'5" kid out playing on the wing, causing a turnover.
Yeah, Ross couldn't handle her. She just goes right around her and knocked it off of her knee. And so here come the Cards again.
Chance to go up by 10.
Trying to extend this lead here early in the second quarter of play.
Kay Clark pulls up jumper, in and out. Nunu battling for the rebound. Nunu can't control it, and it's going to go to number 3, Gorham, for the Lady Cavs. Lady Cavs trying to keep within range.
And Gorham is averaging.
Foul's going to be called on Asia Strong. I think that'll be her second personal foul.
Gorham's averaging 12 a game. Right now she's sitting at 1, so they've done a good job keeping her off the points side of things. And I think that goes back to that defense we've been talking about. The Trinity Valley's been playing. Good, strong D up and down the floor, but not a lot of points to show here so far.
Bossier Parish at the free throw line, just shooting 59.8% from the free throw line. That's hardly acceptable on a season, but they do get this one to fall as number 4, Utley, knocks it down. Utley now with 5 points. She averages 8.8 for the season. And the second one falls.
Easy points, easy points.
So Marina Herrera going to check in for the Lady Cardinals. KK with the drive. KK lays it in.
Oh, that's what you're looking for. Get to the basket, good things will happen, and she definitely does that.
Love to see her confidence in game growing now as she gets halfway through her first season here at the Valley. She's had to grow up a lot.
Oh, she's tight-roping that baseline. And
three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Asia. Asia gives it up to KK. KK almost loses the ball, but gets it under control. Kay Clark gives it up to Twin. Twin thought about the three, gives it up to Nunu down low. Can't get I think she was actually passed it to Asia Strong, but it goes to Nunu.
Nunu just attracts the ball, no matter where she's at on the floor. She took a shot to the right eye, so going to work that a little bit. Hopefully she can get this free throw to fall.
Nunu goes to the free throw line. The Lady Cardinals as a team are hitting 66.3% from the free throw line. You'd rather be up there close to that 70% range.
Yeah, you want to continue to improve throughout the season as you get deeper into things. Boy,
that's a live rim down there today.
I'm telling you, they may want to change the net at halftime. No, because you'll switch ends in the second half.
She misses both of them.
Wow, that's uncharacteristic
it really
for
is.
her. Well, you look up and you got an 8-point lead, and that can easily be 10 and turned away. I was about to say Branson's going to get his first assist of the basketball season, but he's working on other things right now. So.
Another turnover forced by the Lady Cardinal pressure at half court. Lady Cards looking for to go up by 10, which will be their biggest lead of the contest.
Yeah, and you just get the feeling that once it heats up, they're gonna pull away here. There's a good take.
Kay Clark with the drive off the motion offense. That's Kay Clark's first points of the contest. Lady Cards up 22-19. Defense is really paying dividends right now.
It's a good take by Rojas, getting free.
Twin tries to battle for the rebound. Lady Cavs do a good job of getting the ball down low and getting the bucket. Pulling back within 8. Lady Cards quickly down the floor. Kay Clark lays it up, can't get it to fall. Lady Cards aren't shooting well on that end of the floor. The sad thing is they got to shoot the rest of the quarter on that.
Yeah, they have not had a lot of success.
Nice no-look pass, goes down low to 50. Lady Cardinals taking a nap on defense on that possession.
Yeah, that pulls them back to within 6. Good strong left.
Kay Clark, KK lays it up, can't get it to fall, but draws the foul.
Get Nunu. Nunu and Sony. Nunu and
6-point advantage here with just under 6 to go in the half.
Taya Douglas and Tanaya Jackson checking in. Too many players came out.
See if they can get usually when you're struggling shooting, free throw line can be your friend to get things going, or a layup or something. And you want to see if that can kind of liven this up because they're getting their opportunities with defense.
KK knocks down the first free throw. KK now with 7 points in the contest.
KK is averaging, already has her averaging right at 6.8. So
now you got the top.
Her game has really been coming on. And that one will not fall. My goodness.
Get back, Kate. Get back, Kate. Get back, Kate.
1 and 2 at the stripe.
7-point Lady Cardinal lead coming up on the 5.5
Good
minute marker. Kay Clark.
Clark with the steal and the finish. Showed her elevation there, got her trapped right at midcourt. Now a turnover.
Lady Cardinal defense creates a lot of their offense, and that's always been Lady Cardinal basketball.
Yeah, they can make you hurry a pass in a hurry.
When you can force those turnovers and create easy transition points, that takes all the pressure off of having to be a great outside shooting team.
Exactly.
Douglas for 3. Still looking for that first one. Once that first one falls, they can come in bunches, I promise you to them. Seen it all season.
Yeah. Good trap up in the corner on the opposite side of us.
A lot of contact there, not much, no call. Solely got beat on that one.
Impressed by Walker and her tenacity to get to the basket there. You saw her fighting through it, and good finish.
Jackson lays it up and in. Was contact, no foul called. 32-25 Lady Cards. Bossier Parish just won't go away.
No, they won't. They're hanging around.
Turn it over. Lady Cardinals have created many turnovers here in this first half.
Jump stop, kicks it out.
Kay Clark for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Soley. Soley lays it up and can't get it to fall, but it's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Still 4.5 to go here in this first. 4:35.
We've been here forever.
Wow. See what happens here.
Got our media timeout at the 4:35 mark. Lady Cards up 32-25. We will step away briefly and rejoin you after the timeout. And we are back following the media timeout. The Lady Cardinals leading by a count of 32-25. Tim, the Lady Cardinals have shown glimpses of wanting to pull away and put this one away early. But to Bossier Parish's credit, the Lady Cavs are really battling away.
You're exactly right. You got to be impressed with the Lady Cavs and their tenacity, because with that defense, takes a lot out of them offensively, and they haven't been able to really have any success on points either. But Trinity Valley does not want to let them hang around, so good to see the free throw go.
Solely knocks down the first free throw.
You can't be in if you way back.
Her first point of the game, knocks down the second free throw.
Get up, KK. No.
Lady Cardinals, you hear Precious Ivy in the background encouraging the defense to step up here, and there again, they almost forced a turnover. And they do force a turnover. The Lady Cardinals, that's one thing I'm going to say about them all season long. While sometimes they've had glitches offensively, just a little bit. I mean, they're averaging 84.5 points a game, but they have played defense to solid the entire season.
That is exactly the truth.
And of the two, you'd rather play great defense than great offense.
Yeah, let's just be honest. You're going to have nights where the shot just doesn't fall, but defense, you can control a lot of that offense. And there's a big 3.
Taya Douglas knocks down that first one, so there's more to follow, folks. Promise you.
She's got great form. Puts that one through, knocked it down.
Off-balance jumper. Nice job that time by number 3.
Good answer from
Autumn Gorham.
Gorham with a nice touch
That's
there.
A fall-away jumper there, Tim.
Hakeem the Dream.
Don't say it, KK. Go, no.
KK Thought about the three. KK takes the three. KK knocks down the three. If you can do it, Taya, I can do it.
Anything you can do, I can do as well. And she comes through. So back-to-back threes for Trinity Valley.
Three-pointer on the way by Walker off the side of the board. Of the glass, I guess it should be called. Nunu running the floor. Nunu lays it up. Nunu lays it in.
Wow. 2-on-1, and I think that's going to draw a timeout.
Well,
yep.
yeah, no doubt. Brendan Nichols has been around long enough to know in this league just her second year, but she knows about the Trinity Valley reputation. Suddenly, just like that, Tim, look at it.
8 quick points. 2 threes and a fast break basket. That's
a 15-point lead.
Yeah, you don't mess around. You got to stop that real quick, and that's what Coach Nichols has done.
Of course, Precious Ivy got on the Lady Cardinals pretty good during that last time out, and you saw how they responded. And when she and I were talking this week in my office, and she said slowly she's seen the kids trust her more being in charge. And there's always a transition anytime there's a type of change. But she says she's starting to see it now that they trust her, and everything's working together. And she does a great job, and the Lady Cardinals are very blessed to have Precious Ivy leading the show right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And no stranger to she's been a part of this conference, and now on this Trinity Valley sideline, and now coaching here. So the head coach role, congratulations to her for the interim. She's doing a great job.
Doing a great job. Lady Cards up 15, coming up on the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Defense still working hard. Three-pointer on the way. Got a good rotation on it. Doesn't fall. Rebound goes to 50. It's going to be a jump ball. Great job by Nunu. I thought Nunu was going to be called for a foul there, but instead they called the jump ball.
So let me tie you up here real quick. And got the hand on the ball, and that's a big break because it looked like a sure easy basket underneath.
And there's no payoff with free throws going on either.
Absolutely. Chance to add to a 15-point lead.
That's an unforced error there if this was tennis.
Boy, that hurts you a little bit, really. Just since they got their foot on that pedal, and it just hasn't kicked into overdrive yet.
You look at the scoreboard, Tim, and the Lady Cavs have got 4 team fouls. The Lady Cardinals will be shooting the double bonus the rest of the way.
Numbers.
Taya gives it up to Nunu. Nunu can't get it foul. Soli puts it up, and she is fouled. So Soli will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Of course, the thing you got to remember about this Lady Cardinal team is Soli, number 21, and Nunu, number 20, are the only 2 players returning from last year's team.
Wow.
That went to the Final Four.
Yeah, and that is. That's impressive because you got a whole new system of folks just trying to find each other and figure it out, and they're coming together.
They really are. You can see it more and more. Second free throw. Soli now with 4 points in the contest, all on free throws, and the Lady Cardinals are suddenly up by 17 points with 2:36 left in the. I love to watch Twin on the floor. I know our camera. She is happy-go-lucky. She's always smiling. She's always posing for the camera.
You love to see that fun.
Just a sweet kid.
Like seeing that. Like seeing them having a good time as a team too.
They do. This Lady Cardinal team enjoys being around each other and being on the floor together. Look at Twin come up with a steal.
It's going to be a tie-up, so it'll be a Cavs ball, but you're right on top of it again. Right place, right time again. So good quicks out there on the floor.
She really moves well for a 6'5" kid. Had originally signed with the University of Mississippi, wound up at the Valley, and we're very thankful for that. So we'll have her for 2 years, and looking forward to seeing her continue to progress this next season and a half. Jumper on the way. Nice shot that time. Give credit to number 3, Autumn Gorham, with a pull-up jumper. Nice job, and the Cavs needed that.
Yeah, they needed that bucket. Gorham stepped into it, got a good screen up top.
Great job by KK of anticipating where Twin was going to be.
And she keeps her feet. It looks like, did she take steps? No, she measured the steps as she went through. Good job. Nice finish.
KK is playing much better and with a lot more confidence. Well, I'll tell you what, Gorham's having a nice game for the
warm up.
Lady Cavs.
Somebody better cut her.
Tanaya, soft jumper, no good. Gosh, you can't get anything to fall.
And nights like that, or afternoons in this case, and it's been one here in the first half. And you look up and they're over 46 points.
I know, right?
Ball stayed alive on that baseline. Pinball going on.
Going for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is controlled by number 4 and gets the putback, Utley. So Lady Cardinals don't want to let Bossier Parish finish strong and cut into that momentum, into that lead that you had built up. It was 17 at one time.
Finish this half out here. Get a good push to end it. Don't let that hard work go for naught.
Nunu.
Contact and
when Nunu wants to score, Nunu's going to score.
Come on, Naya!
Good strength. Good strength.
8 points now for Nunu in the contest. 15-point Cardinal lead. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Long rebound is going to be controlled by the Lady Cavs.
Good pass from Rojas. Baseline. Knocked away.
Taya gets a hand on the ball and comes up with the turnover. Nunu. Lady Cards on the move.
Under 10.
Douglas for three. Douglas for three.
Nicely done. That's a way to end a half, isn't it?
It is the way to end a half. 18-point Lady Cardinal lead at the half, 51-33. We're going to step out for the halftime, and we'll come back and get you caught up on the leading scores when we resume on the other side. You are watching Lady Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network. And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We are out of halftime. At the end of halftime, I should say, the Lady Cardinals up 51-33 on Bossier Parish. Lady Cardinals were led in the first half by Asia Strong with 11 points. KK Furman had 10, and Nunu Dean had 8. Taya Douglas 6, both on three-pointers. Twin Jackson had 6. Kay Clark had 4. And Jane Gore had 2. So that wraps up the Lady Cardinals scoring. The Lady Cardinals had a struggle early on, kind of found their range in that final 90 seconds of the first quarter.
I was going to say, most of the points you just talked about, I think, happened in the last 90 seconds. They did go on a serious run there to finish out the half.
They really did. I want to tidy up some halftime scores that's sent to me by my buddy Mike Monfort over in Corsicana. Panola leads Angelina 27-24 at the half. And in an absolute stunner, in my opinion, Coastal Bend is up on Tyler 44-41. And the Lady Cardinals beat Coastal Bend 108-52 here a couple of weeks ago.
And we talked about at this juncture here about not having a mental layoff. You wonder how much of that TJC game is them, trying to find themselves after losing a tough one.
No doubt about it. And they are battling some flu symptoms over on that Tyler team. I read on social media following the Lady Cardinal game, so that could factor in as well.
Absolutely.
But we're back to play here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. First possession will go to the Lady Cardinals. 51-33 at the half. Lady Cardinals outscored Bossier Parish 29-16 in that second quarter.
We'll see more of that here to get off to the quick start in the third.
Bad first possession by the Lady Cardinals. You can't even try to look through rose-colored glasses on that one.
Everybody is having the same look like, what was that? Nobody wanted to take a...
Nobody was on the same page, that's for sure.
Nope.
Which you can get away with when you got an 18-point lead, but those are things you got to tidy up for the rest of the season when you're in some tighter contests and every possession counts.
Got a hand on it and a steal. Here's some
Great job by KK on the steal. Gives it up to KK, lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Nunu gets the rebound, but there will be a foul called, and that will send Kay Clark to the free throw line.
I'll tell you, Kay Clark does just technique there. Grabs that ball and becomes a fullback, protects it, and then has the presence of mind to get that left up all at one fluid step. Just very athletic.
No doubt. And she coming here as a freshman, as a captain, team captain as a freshman. So that just says a lot about her right there, too. She now has 5 points in the contest. Lady Cardinals looking to go up by 20. This one bangs off the back iron and no good. And there's Kay Clark battling for the rebound. Thought she had a held ball. And there's a double dribble. Or travel. I can call that one.
Yeah, that one was right there in front of us. Made it easy on us, didn't they? But take advantage of that now. You you miss free throw, but almost get the rebound, and now you force a turnover. Let's tighten those screws and get the gears grinding here.
Nunu takes the ball, lays it up, and Nunu lays it in.
She's got good control of her body there. You saw her off balance and just adjust mid-flight and finishes.
Nunu now with 10 points in the contest. And there's a turnover forced by KK and Kay Clark in the trap at half court.
Yeah, they did exactly. Got Autumn Gorham to step on that sideline there and forced another turnover.
That's just got to wear you down if you're the point guard for the opposing team when you see that coming. And you know it's coming.
It's just, here we go again.
KK lays it up, and KK lays it in.
Nice take, nice drive, and nice finish. KK with a bucket.
KK now with 12 points in the contest.
Get another steal. Here they come.
KK lays it up, and KK lays it in.
Love that. That's just great finish, great awareness all the way around, getting it done.
So the Lady Cardinals, during the force of timeout called by Bossier Parish, and the Lady Cardinals up 51-33 at the half, have now extended it to 58-33.
Yeah, that's 7 points, and defense holding tough, holding steady, and that's what you want to see. We talked about coming out with that intensity and laser focus, and to Bossier Parish's credit, they came out and answered for most of that first half, but Trinity Valley is expected to and is stepping up and doing more of what's anticipated here in the second half.
Have another halftime score to report, Tim, in the conference. Glen leads Parish 44-29. And in Region 5, Grayson's up on McLennan at the half, 33-19.
Wow.
And at the end of the first quarter, Kilgore leads Jacksonville 22-10.
That's good.
Thanks to Mike Montfort for sending those scores along. He'll probably keep us updated on the final scores in the league, and we will pass those along as soon as those become available. So a sudden explosion for the Lady Cardinals in the first minute here of this third quarter. And they've extended that lead now to 25 points.
Yeah, 25 just in a matter of moments. 18 looks good, but 25 looks better. So
the thing you like to see if you're a Lady Cardinal fan is how hard while they've struggled offensively at points during the game, certainly early on, defensively they have played with great intensity.
Absolutely.
And great determination.
Continuing that defense, making the work, and it pays off.
Well, Kay almost come away with a steal there, but gets called for the kick.
That's impressive because you see this one person down there. It's not like a full. I mean, they are in a full court press, but when you got one person almost still on the ball, that it's going to be a long afternoon. Make the most of your minutes on the floor. Go out. Yep.
10-second call, and that's all Kay Clark.
That was one-man show right there. Great defense and intensity from Kay.
You've heard of 1-on-5 before? That was basically 1-on-5 right there.
Put that on the highlight reel right there. That's good stuff. Got a stoppage of play here. See what's going on. Talking it over. Coach Nichols nearly to half court. She's wanting to hear it, listen in. And we're back to action. Cards keep the possession.
Nunu lays it up. Nunu lays it in.
Love the body control there, how she uses the left to uses her body to extend that play. Another steal.
KK with the steal. KK gives it up to Kay. Kay lays it up. Kay lays it in.
KK with the bounce pass between two defenders made that look easy.
When the dam bursts, it's just hard to control.
Isn't that the truth? Here's another one.
Look at the expression on the kid's face over there. It just says it all.
Says it all. It's like,
what do we do?
Yeah. What? You look up, you still got 8 minutes to go in the third. And it's a long way to go in this one.
Seriously though, when it gets rolling, it is rolling.
And they're fun to watch if you are a Cardinal fan because they have so many weapons. With that D, get quick hands out there, get the ball out front, and then finish.
Look at KK. KK is being very aggressive today on the drive.
A little smile as she's heading to the free throw line.
KK has fun when she plays. You got to let KK be KK. And she's getting her game more and more under control, and you can see it paying off.
And she's, you know, like you said, we've talked about a couple of freshmen here on this squad that have big minutes, and she's just going to continue to mature on the floor.
KK is the leading scorer in the contest with 14 points. Missed a chance at 15 there on that first free throw attempt.
So with another opportunity here. 8:01 to go in the third.
And she gets a second one to fall now with 15 points in the contest. Lady Cardinals up 30 points 2 minutes into the half, and they were only had 22 points at the end of the first quarter.
Wow, that is a turnaround. That is a turnaround.
Just a little bit.
Got it. Almost got steps, took it away from her. Fight for the ball.
Oh.
Rojas is there. She says, let me see if we can get some quick points on a turnover.
Twin with the rebound.
Look at Asia. Look at Asia.
Those wanted the home run ball there. And
see Cardinal head football coach Sherry protecting the door over there. He might see that arm on KK and have some ideas about spring football coming up here pretty soon.
I think he's making a mental note even now, putting it in his smartphone. He's got quite an arm.
Throws the deep ball well.
Come on, okay.
Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound goes to Twin. She gives it up to KK.
Come this way.
KK got to keep her focus. Asia Strong for three. No good. Kay Clark. Oh, I thought Kay Clark had snuck in and got the rebound.
Strong may have tweaked an ankle there. She's not gotten back down the floor yet.
Yep, don't want to see that.
Walk it off and try and get to that sideline and let them take a look at her.
Yeah,
I think when she came down, it might have ended up on the foot of another player.
Okay.
The defender. I'm not 100% sure.
Troy Scott, the trainer, is going to take a look at her. And, of course, the good news is the Lady Cards don't have to play next Wednesday, so there'll be additional time to rehab it if there's a need for that. Brings Jane Garay back into the contest, number 32.
Baseline drive.
Nunu lays it up, and Nunu lays it in.
She took one to the up bridge of her nose there.
That time, Kate's just a little bit too aggressive. Is going to be called for the foul. That'll be the first team foul against the Lady Cardinals here in this second half. Lady Cardinals up 30, 65-35. KK and Nunu are going to check out. Tanaya and Taya are going to check in. You got to keep your Tayana straight.
You can have some great alliteration with this team.
You see, that's why we use nicknames a lot.
I don't blame you. I like the nickname concept.
There's Twin forcing the held ball. The ball possession will stay with the Lady Cavs. 6:22 left here in this third quarter.
It's coming, Jane!
Oh, good entry level. And nice finish.
A nice job by number 4, Utley. Kay shoots the running jumper. Very nice job by Kay Clark.
I'm impressed. Clark's showing some athleticism.
Tanaya with the takeaway. Takes the jumper, pulls it up, and can't get it to fall. Kay keeps the rebound alive. Taya Douglas for 3. Taya Douglas for 3. She shoots it like you shoot a layup.
Yeah, she's like, I could go for the layup, or I've got a lot of confidence here. And she knocked it down.
70 points with 5:45 left in the third quarter. And
After
only
a
had
slow start.
Yes.
Good night. Okay.
I don't think it'll show on the scores tape, the scorebook of that last 3, but there should be an assist there for Coach. She had the body language, leaned all the way back, got it to fall right there with her.
There's a hand check by Tanaya. course, Tim, this is the first time you've had the privilege of watching this season, so you see what the rest of us have been spoiled by watching thus far. This is a very talented Lady Cardinal team.
Aren't they? They've got all the weapons. Could be a deep run.
Stay healthy.
You've got to stay healthy, and I know it and pick it up, but I'm knocking on scorer's table. It's made out of wood. You got to stay healthy in this.
Twin tried to get a takeaway down low. Boy, Twin is so active for 6'5", her 6'5" frame.
Cardinal was like, are you kidding me? Where did she come from? I had great position. She just went around me.
I think Twin's going to be called for the foul there, either she or Jane. That's going to be called on Taya.
Huh. I
didn't even see Taya in the frame. Oh, they call it on Jane.
Tell Jane.
Free throw is good. I tell you what, Bossier Parish came in averaging 59.8% from the free throw line. They've shot far better than that today.
Yeah, they have, and that, they've come in focused. They've come in trying to make this thing a game and played really well that first quarter and a half, almost first half.
Douglas for three. Oh, just missed that one. Rimmed out.
Come on. Go.
Coach Ivy wanting to swarm that D.
Three-pointer on the way to the top of the key. Knocks it down. I've been very impressed with the shot of Gorham.
Yeah, Gorham's been very strong. A sophomore out of Pensacola steps into that one, finishes.
Got a 9 points on the game. Came in averaging just over 11. Douglas for three. Jane keeps rebounding alive and draws the foul. So a nice job of Jane Gray.
Yeah, Jane does an excellent job to pick that thing up. And
ooh, that's a knee that she's grabbing there. That's not a good sign.
See that. Coach Scott.
Yeah, Troy Scott will go out and check on her.
Oh.
Maybe it just stunned her just a little bit.
She's gonna.
She waved off Troy's help. So, what are you gonna do, Troy?
She's trying to get it out, but Coach Scott always willing to help. Go down and see if she needs some ice.
Troy's gonna go check on her. Jane will go to the free throw line. Sully Herrera checks into the contest for the Lady Cardinals as Twin gets a breather. Lady Cards up 70-41. Jane with the free throw attempt. First one's up and good.
Some string music to make that 71st point in the ball game here.
Jane now with 3 points in the contest. She had a 7-point performance in the last home game. Second free throw attempt is also good.
2 for 2.
Got a whistle inside.
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Yeah. Got the violation
Got
there.
a media timeout at the 4:39 mark. The Lady Cardinals up 72-41. We will step away and be back shortly. And we are back after the media timeout. The Lady Cardinals up comfortably, 72-41, with 4:39 still left here in this third quarter, Tim.
Yeah, it's it's been we've talked about it being a long session this afternoon. there's a lot of action still to go here, so let's see how they finish this quarter.
Jackson running the offense, gives it up to Douglas for three. Douglas misses the three, but there's a whistle inside. Foul's going to be called against Jane Goray inside.
Got her for an offensive screen there, or blocking, and
that's her third personal foul. But both teams now with 4 fouls, so there may be a lot of free throw shot in this quarter because both teams are in the double bonus the rest of the way.
What are you doing?
missed a backdoor opportunity there that time.
Great job of escaping from Sully by number 52, Chastity Ross, and she has 2 points on the board there.
Ross does a good job to free herself. Got a good pass over the top.
Jackson lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Sully battles for the rebound. He goes to Goray. Goray can't get it to fall. Sully's battling for the rebound. It's going to go to the Lady Cavs. Nice job by Tanaya across the way trying to come up with a steal.
Now, Tanaya almost took a seat about halfway up the bleachers there when it was all said and done.
If you're the Lady Cardinals, you got the game well in hand. Let's just be honest about it. But you don't want to get ugly and don't want to make it sluggish looking to finish up this. You still got a quarter and a little over a third
Stay
to go.
crisp as you can, and stay healthy. Stay healthy.
Already have Asia Strong on the bench, probably with an ankle injury at this point.
Help side,
She was getting attention in that last media timeout, I noticed, Coach Scott.
Rebound's going to go off of the Lady Cavs. Ball will go to the Lady Cards.
Illinois.
Backcourt pressure, token pressure by the Lady Cavs. Jackson has no trouble with it. Nunu for three. Can't get it to fall. Jane battled for the rebound, couldn't come away with it. Nunu comes up with a loose ball.
Love it.
Great steal. Jackson in the corner, thought about the three, instead takes a baseline jumper, can't get it to fall. Long rebound goes to KK gives it up to Jane inside, off of Jane, and he goes to the Lady Cavs.
Wow, a lot happening there. Jackson, in the meantime, has to peel herself up off the hardwood after getting trounced on the baseline.
Boy, they're just letting them play now.
Oh, man. Yikes. Wow. I'll tell you, as you look over the scoring sheet here, all those points, they were almost non-existent in the first quarter and a half. And they've kind of slowed down here in the third, but late in the third. But for about a quarter and a half, they just tighten the bolts and unstoppable.
You're right about that, Tim, and there's a foul on Sully Herrera down low on the inbound, so that's going to send number 52, Chastity Ross, to the free throw line. Chastity Ross coming average at 7.5, and she's got 4 on the game thus far. 72-43 Lady Cards, 3:03. Boy, they're just shooting the heck out of those free throws.
They've come in with a focus on those today. As you mentioned, they have not really had a lot of strength at the free throw line, only shooting, what do we have, 59%, well over that today.
Well, they missed every time we brought that up.
That's why I brought it up and highlighted it. Bring that up more in the second half.
Get it up close. Get it.
Interesting lineup on the floor now for the Lady Cards.
A little experimental.
KK with the jumper. KK can't get it to fall. Rebound's controlled by Utley. Check that Ross.
Good pass, entry level. Gonna get called for the reach.
It's a great job inside by the Lady Cavs. Very active inside and good crisp passes. It's going to send Ross back to the free throw line where she just visited on the last trip down.
I think sometimes we always recognize the points and whatnot, but we can't always appreciate the movement away from the ball and how you fight to get open. The Lady Cards do a great job of that. Going back to Nunu, what she did on the other end. Juke one way, come back the other, and fake the player out of their shoes before you ever get the ball. That is impressive in itself. This free throw there. So ever since we talked about it, it's starting to pay off.
File that away for the future.
Right.
2 ugly free throws that time.
Wow.
KK Gives it up. Oh, try to give it up to Jane inside. She's a little late with the pass.
Good hands.
They're fortunate that it goes out of bounds off of the Lady Cavs, but it was the right idea by KK.
Yeah, she definitely had a narrow lane. She tried to get it through there, force it. Ross got a hand on it, so Card's inbound.
Jane gets the ball inside. 3 seconds.
3 seconds. That was
That's a fast 3 seconds. I was thinking the same thing. I didn't know if one of us was going to say it or not.
Well, I'll let you since she's right there. Now, truthfully, though, that was a very, very fast segment. Still.
Tanaya lays it up, lays it in. Tanaya with her first points of the contest.
I think Tanaya was waiting for contact. It never came, so she had to control herself there going to the floor.
Sanders drove in and found herself going against Twin. She said she changed shots 2 times.
2 times, not once. I just my shot twice in one motion. That's a formidable foe out there. You're not the first, for sure.
Oh, did you see Twin anticipate that pass?
Good.
It gives it up to Jane. Jane gives it up to Twin. Twin thought about the 3. I thought she was going to take it. Tanaya takes the 3. Can't get it to fall. Oh, my goodness. What a great possession not to get any points with.
Lady Cards did a good job to get back there. Still a 30-point lead here.
Coming up on the minute mark of the Twin with another turnover force.
She's just eating them up inside.
Jane with the layup from Nunu.
Twin going to check out here.
She come up a little lame there. She's limping a little bit. You definitely don't want to see Asia and Twin both off the floor with injuries.
Looked like she was putting a little more pressure on it with every step. So
Nunu with the steal.
to see that.
Nunu gives it up to Tanaya. Oh, my goodness, she misses it.
Oh, good move.
The chance for a 3-point play is Jane's going to be called now for her 4th personal foul.
You know, Pollard, she's a 6'3", and she's really graceful with that ball. She's so smooth, but hasn't had the kind of success you need for that post down low with the Lady Cards. They've kept them from even getting into their offense, if you will.
Free throw attempt is good. 3-point play complete. 28-point Lady Cardinal lead with 45 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Lady Cardinals with a little bit of concern as both Asia Strong and Twin Jackson are on the bench with hopefully real minor injuries, but they appear to be both maybe to the ankles.
And you know, you play this game long enough, you're going to deal with those for sure. But like you said, you just want to keep everybody healthy as you go and try to keep.
And the fortunate thing is the Lady Cardinals don't play Wednesday, so they have a little bit extra time to heal if they do have problems. Troy Scott's leaning over telling Precious Ivy the status of the injuries now. I know that's what he was doing. I can read his lips. Don't know what he said, but I can read his lips. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, we'll probably just see her
baseline jumper is good by number 1, Savannah Rojas.
Get a chance to be a spectator the rest of this one for both those young ladies.
Jane lays it up and can't get the ball. Blocked by number 50, Pollard. 5 seconds left in the quarter.
Chance to add to a lead here.
She's got to get it in. Got to get it in. My goodness, that was a...
Won't go, and that's how it ends.
Appropriately, that's how it is.
So 74-49 heading into the 4th here.
And we will step away and rejoin you back in the 4th quarter. And we are back to start the fourth quarter. The Lady Cardinals up 76-49. Been in control since the last 90 seconds of the first quarter, wouldn't you say, Tim?
Totally agree with you there. And
got a clock issue here. Shot clock never started. Tim, we got an update on some games here.
Yeah, let's run through those.
With 5:13 left in the game, Coastal Bend still leads TJC 73-68. And Panola leads Angelina now 52-34 with 6:49 left in the fourth quarter. Thanks to Mike Monfort over at Corsicana for sending those our way.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that one shakes out with that TJC score trailing in the second half. Nice input.
Nunu with the bucket from down low.
She's so hard to stop, even on the post. I mean, we've seen her explode in the open floor, but posting up, strong move as well.
Good, Nunu. Good, Nunu.
Nunu on the floor, and held ball possession is going to go to the Lady Cows. Nevertheless, you'd like to see the hustle from Nunu getting on the floor and trying to salvage the possession.
Absolutely. Get a chance to see them making it difficult. A lot of times if you're not careful, you can look up and you lose a little intensity. That's not the case. They continue to battle.
KK almost comes up with a steal. Wide open jumper. Good. Knocks it down. Great job of spotting up that time by number 50, Pollard, and hitting the jumper.
I was about to say, you'll let Pollard have that shot. You don't want her getting it down on the low post, and she just knocks it down, stepped into it.
Douglas for three. Taya Douglas for three.
Nice tip finish there. Back to a 30-point advantage for the Lady Cards.
Now with 4 3-pointers in the contest, the steps out of bounds
on the sideline. Right in front of Coach Nichols, and the young lady looked over at the official and she showed her what you did. She's like, you can't move that leg out. She was trying to get into that shooting opportunity there. Could not control the body.
So the Lady Cardinals basically playing with 6 players now. Douglas for three. Can't get it to fall. Force that one up just a little bit. Walker gives it up to Utley. Utley lays it up and draws the foul. I'm sorry, that's Pollard.
Going to that free throw line here. A lot of contact here, and after 2 cards that went down, just kind of a collective holding of the breath every time. Make sure you get out of here healthy.
Pollard came in averaging 10.3, and she's got 13 points in the game.
Chance to add to it here, Benny.
She now still has 13.
And I go back to that statement. I don't think they've hit one since that statement you made. I didn't make it. Actually, maybe I did. I want to be an MVP at something.
And then get one to fall.
There we go. So, Cards in the final quarter here of this one today.
KK directing the offense. KK pulls up for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is controlled for and by Walker, number 24. Ball goes out of bounds off Taya Douglas. Taya with a frown on her face. Said, it didn't hit me.
She said, me or the other Taya? The other number 23, because it...
So it definitely didn't go off me. Pollard, jumper, forces that one up. Rebound controlled by KK. KK thought about going down a little far down the floor with K, but she decided not to. K with a pull-up jumper. Can't get it to fall. That looked good all the way. Douglas pulls the rebound with the putback. Can't get it to fall. Solely battling for the rebound. And have a held ball. This one will stay with the Lady Cards.
A little bit of yeah, here comes wholesale substitution. Coach trying to clear the floor.
4 new players not checking into the contest now for the Lady Cavs. Precious Ivy doesn't have a lot of options if both Twin and Asia are down for the rest of the game with whatever happened to them on their ankles.
Yeah, I was trying to see. I saw some ice. I know there was some
Lonie post up down low, hit by KK on the pass. Can't get it to fall.
Benny, you mentioned the fact that Lady Cardinals are open next Wednesday. That'll be a good opportunity to heal these bodies. You've been through a conference now after this game, the whole first conference, the first trip through. So, you know, the wear and tear is starting to show.
Baseline jumper no good. Rebound is controlled by number 52, Ross, and she puts it back in. Ross now with 7 points. She came in averaging 7.5, so she's right out her average now. 81-54, 27-point Lady Cardinal lead. KK drives, lays it up, can't get the fall, battles for the rebound.
Oh,
Gets
nice.
it up to Soley underneath, and Soley misses a cripple.
She was so wide open, she got a little overexcited.
Soley does pull the rebound on the defensive end and then throws it away almost. KK saves it for her. Quickly get down the floor to Kay. Kay with a pull-up jumper. Gets it to, had a knuckleball look on it.
Yeah. Charlie Huff with the shot. That's way too many years ago.
Just a little bit.
A few folks are going, Charlie, what?
Who? 11 points now for Kay in the contest.
One thing about it, the defense continues for the Lady Cards, working on both ends here.
Kay gets a rebound on the floor, gives it up to Nunu. Nunu down the floor to Soley. Soley's got a wide open layup. She'll never get more wide open than that.
And I thought she was so wide open on the last one. And she said, oh, I can get way more wide than that. Love that intensity, though. On a knee, control the ball. The defender all over, finds the outlet pass, and then the quick pass to the other end. It's an easy bucket.
Lady Cardinals back up by 31. Oh, nice in and out, though. Nice shot that time by Ross. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, just rattled out, not fall.
Foul's going to be called against Ross. That's her third personal foul. Did not start the contest. Tanaya Jackson's going to check in for KK. Tanaya directing the offense. Douglas for three. Oh, this was no good. This is a wide open air ball here.
They had that screen set for her and got her isolated for the shot, but just off the mark.
Got to let the shooter shoot.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Kay Clark with a steal and lays it up and lays it in. Kay Clark.
Kay Clark with a nice defensive steal and then the finish.
Yeah, they were.
Arm bar.
They fouled her about 3 times before it was actually called.
Officials in a tough spot here. You're just trying to let this thing get moving, right?
You do, but you don't want anybody to get hurt.
But you can't. Right. It's as blatant as.
You've got to keep control of the contest.
It's that fine line, and
I mean, the issue is decided, and there's still 5 minutes to go.
Men getting ready to play following this one about 20 minutes afterwards, so we'll have that for you here, Cardinal Sports Network.
Well, I think Nunu's going to be called for the foul, but if they look like a travel going on as well. That's the third team foul for the Lady Cardinals in the quarter. The Lady Cardinal fans are getting a little upset behind us here. You may can hear them through our mics, but we got a media timeout at the 4:57 mark. The Lady Cardinals up by a count of 87-54, and we will step away and be back on the other side. We have our first final score in Region 14 Conference Women's Action today. Panola beat Angelina 63-40. So Alex's first squad getting a win against a very good Angelina team, an Angelina team that won the regional tournament last year.
Yeah, I was going to say, that is an impressive win coming off the heels of what they were able to do last year.
Of course, I will say Natasha Mack, that played for Angelina last year, is now playing at Oklahoma State and setting the Big 12 on fire. So there's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, not quite the same
not the same team.
And
but nevertheless, it's a nice win. You hold a team to 40 points.
Absolutely. Getting that D on. It's under 5 to go here. Free throws are good. It's still all Trinity Valley here.
Lady Cardinals get the ball in against pressure defense. Jackson quickly beats the defense down the floor. 87-56. Under 5 minutes left in this one. Lady Cardinals are without Asia Strong and Twin Jackson, who tweaked ankles, it appeared, early in this half. Hay Clark drives the baseline, gives it up out front. Shot clock is down to 0.
They're gonna write it off. It doesn't count.
Oh my goodness. Well, that would have been a perfect possession if they'd got it to fall. I mean, gotten it off before the shot clock expired. Because they used every bit of the clock.
New big smile like, Coach, you said use the clock. Let it go just a little sooner.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But nonetheless, you're getting a lot of good playing time for Soli Herrera in there because she may be needed down the stretch of the season.
Yeah.
And she's got 6 points in the contest.
Making the most of those minutes.
Good, great block by Nunu, but great job as well by Lauren Walker of getting the bucket for the Lady Cavs. Nunu lays it up. Nunu lays it in.
Nunu said, hey, I am not going to let that clock go down this time. Give me that ball. I'm going to head fake and go left and finish with the right.
18 points now for Nunu. Kay gets a hand on the ball. Walker overlooking the defense, tries to get up inside. I thought Soli done a great job there of coming up with a steal.
Tried to anticipate, just got her for the reach around.
Tyler came back and beat Coastal Bend 81-78. Glenn beat Parish 79-69. Great win by Tyler coming back like that.
Yeah, it is impressive because
Lady Cards come away with a steal.
They were on the ropes there, so for them to come back, that's a big win for them. Especially with some of their players battling.
Yeah, they were down 5 with 4 minutes to go.
Wide open to the
Naya
basket.
lays it up, can't get it to fall. She's missed so many layups today, and Soli with the putback won't fall. Well, that's some hard luck for Tanaya on some of her drive. Oh, there's a travel right there not called.
Thought about the baseline jumper. Now going to pull it down and drive.
And she does a very nice job by Rakaya Utley, averaging 8.8 coming in, and she's got 12 on the game, and the Lady Cardinals throw it away. And, yep, Precious Ivy said, I've seen enough. We're not going to get ugly in the last 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Going to refocus Lady Cardinals, who are up 89-63.
Yeah,
it is a full timeout, but we'll keep it here.
Yeah, she's going to talk it over the squad and say, hey, we're not going to develop bad habits in this situation here. Let's finish it right, finish it strong. You got a chance here to put an exclamation point on this W. And
So let's review the final scores from the league so far today. Panola beat Angelina 63-40. Glenn beat Parish 79-69, and Tyler beat Coastal Bend in comeback fashion 81-78.
And then the Lady Cards trying to hold serve at home here today, and so that will look good as they wind down this first time through the conference.
Yeah, they will be 9-0 through the first round of conference play, the first half of conference play, and have a one-game lead over Tyler, assuming Tyler beats Panola Wednesday and closes out their first round. And Panola's playing awfully well right now, a lot better.
They definitely have played really well.
Great steal by Nunu, anticipating that pass. Now she's pushing the ball down the floor, gives it up to Kay. Kay kicks it out to Taya Douglas. Douglas for three. Douglas for three.
Oh, that was posterized, except we don't have posters anymore, Benny, but defender right in her face. She put it down.
Got a foul out front against Taya. It would be the 15th foul for the Lady Cardinals, so the Lady Cavs will be shooting the double bonus.
There you go, exclamation point there on that drive and then passing it out for three. That was well done.
Walker at the free throw line. Walker has 7 points in the contest for the Lady Cavs. Now with 8. 92-64, 28-point Lady Cardinal lead. But the Lady Cardinals have done today what they needed to get done. Now, obviously the concerns coming out are the status of Asia Strong and Twin Jackson. I think just watching by the reaction, I think Asia's was far more serious looking than Twins was.
I think so.
Kay Clark lays it up and lays it in. Kay Clark now with 15 points in the contest.
Walker going to try and go. Oh.
I think that's going to be called on Kay Clark before the shot, but it will be a double bonus situation.
Yeah, I'm going to have a free throw shooting contest down the stretch here. It looks like Benny in his final 2 minutes.
It's going to be one-sided because the Lady Cardinals are, Lady Cavs only have one personal foul. That's 3 now on Kay, not that it really matters at this point. Pollard at the free throw line. First one is good. It rattles off the back of the iron and falls in. She now has 15 points in the contest. She came in averaging 10.3, so she's surpassed her average today. Second one is also good. Just under 2 minutes left in this one. Nunu lays it up. Nunu can't get this one to fall. Battles for the rebound, and it's going to be fouled in the process. They're going to call it on Nunu. I thought she was fouled. That's 2 on Nunu.
I was expecting that to go the other way with a little free throw. No, they're on the reverse, but. So minute 42 to go in this one. Your thoughts here with this squad here? You've got to see them play a lot more. I know this hasn't been the most crisp outing, but still an impressive with a couple of players out of this one. They're still putting points on, keeping the D rolling.
Well, look at how the scoring has gone by quarter for the Lady Cardinals. 22, 29, 23, and 20 in this quarter. That's the consistency that you want to see.
Yeah.
We've seen some Lady Cardinal squads the last couple of years that would have a big quarter, then come back with a 9-point quarter after that.
Can't have that, especially down the stretch once it gets to playoff time.
Nunu for 3. Nunu for 3.
Everything with him, he said that one's going to go down, even if she had to will it through, and she does get set to go, but shows a little bit more of her range here. She can go to the basket, shoot the 3, she can drive, she's got the complete package.
Nice job. That's nice. 18 points now for Pollard for the Lady Cavs.
Pollard has had a good second half for sure. All the way around, good game for her.
Lady Cardinal fans are calling for 100 points.
Might get a chance at it.
Foul out front by number 1, Savannah Rojas. Well, no, Lady Cardinals are nowhere near shooting the double bonus. I have a feeling if the Lady Cardinals are going to get 100, they're going to need to hit a 3 because the next possession they may just dribble out the clock.
Yeah, they're calling for it on that. Not the coaching staff, but on the sideline. I saw a couple of players.
Definitely not the coaching staff.
A couple of the players were like, come over here, the 3 kick out.
Tanaya will get to shoot 2 free throws this time because she was driving and put up the shot. Foul's going to be against Rojas. That's just the 3rd team foul against the Lady Cavs in this quarter.
So with a couple of free throws coming here for Jackson.
She's got 2 points in the contest.
A little off her pace normally at 7.5. Gonna miss out.
Yeah, she hasn't found her shooting touch or regained it since she's been out with battling the injury in the back injury.
I think that's one of the things that, it's easy for folks to just kind of miss the wear and tear on that body. Boy, it can really impact you if you're sitting from an easy chair watching the game. We forget, what that does to a body. So good entry. Good cover, though.
Now, the Lady Cardinals don't have to dribble it out because there's 40 seconds on the shot clock.
Coach Ivy caught him off.
Kay Clark lays it up. As Kay Clark lays it in, the crowd is happy.
The band was calling for the bucket. 2 more points. 2 more along with the cheerleading staff. 15 seconds.
And now you dribble it out.
Yeah.
Now you dribble it out.
Good job to battle through. They started off slow and come back and put triple digits on. That's impressive. Good job.
So that's going to be our final score. The Lady Cardinals are going to win 100-69 to run their record to 20-1 on the year, 9-0 in conference play. Tim, I'm going to let you wrap up the game while I total up some numbers here, and we'll give the folks the leading scores.
Yeah, we'll start with the finish here, how they found a way late in that first quarter and were able to come back and finish strong into the half. And leading 51-33, never looked back, final 100-69.
Here's the Lady Cardinals scores in no particular order. Asia Strong finished with 11. Tanaya Jackson had 3. Kay Clark had 17. Nunu Dean had 21. Soli Herrera had 6. KK Furman had 15. Taya Douglas had 15, all on 3-pointers.
Nice.
Twin Jackson had 6, and Jane Gore had 6. That's going to wrap it up for the women's game. The Lady Cardinals will be off on Wednesday and be at home again next Saturday against Jacksonville in the game we'll have for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network at 2 p.m. So for the Cardinal Sports Network crew and Lady Cardinal basketball, we're going to sign off now, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes for Cardinal basketball against Bossier Parish. Thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
This has been a Cardinal Broadcasting Network special presentation.